A bro hug gone wrong, but at least Scott is home safe. But is he hiding something? All that and more on the Restless Wrap-Up.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Be very dramatic, like I know how to play piano. Hi guys, welcome to the Restless Wrap-Up. This is a very exciting show because you viewers that are watching are going to be my co-hosts this evening. My name's Abbey Scott. You can follow me at Abbey Scott 1 because I would love to be friends with all of you. And this was a super juicy week in Genoa City, so I'm really excited to have you guys call in and be my co-hosts because you guys are the super fans of Young and the Restless, and you know Young and the Restless more than anybody else. So I'm going to shout out to people in the live chat. I know Jacob is going to be calling in, and Candace Mack, Aaron, Emma, you guys are so awesome. So yeah, definitely call in because we're going to go over everything crazy that happened in Genoa City this week. To start, I definitely want to talk about that bro hug that went wrong. I mean, I was just talking about, I'm like, how does a bro hug go wrong? But it absolutely did with Kane, because he went for the distribution deal, you know, and you thought that everything would have been fine, but Kane doesn't really know about Tokyo or Japan, or they're like, you know, that you bow, you don't shake hands, you don't hug. And Kane definitely almost ruined the deal. And I like to say that Juliet saved the deal, but I don't know. I feel like I was very surprised that Kane didn't ruin everything there. Yes. Yeah, let's get people to call in right away. Are people okay? Someone, they're calling in. Hey guys. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Is this Candace?
No, this is Casey Hutchison.
Hi, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. Thanks for calling in and being my co-host this evening.
Oh, well, it's so much fun. I love how you're promoting this whole co-host thing. It's so cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to start doing it more often because you guys are the super fans. You know what's up.
Well, I would hope so. I've been watching for quite a while. I just love the Young The Restless.
Oh, I do too. I always say it, my mom's been watching this show forever, since like she was in the hospital having me, which I'm not going to tell you because I'm not going to age myself, okay?
My mom's been watching since 1981, so.
Yes, I mean, and it's still number one. It's the best soap opera out there.
Oh, without a question.
But let's talk about what's going on right now with the storyline. What did you think about the whole Kane thing with the bro hug and everything?
Well, I had never liked Kane, actually. Nothing against the actor. I just never liked how they've written the character until now. I think Sally's doing a great job, and I like how they're starting to explore international business, because this was offensive. And we learned some of these things that you do not do when I took my international business class. And that is a huge one. So I love that they're writing international business stories.
Me too. I thought that was really cool how they were in Tokyo, right? Am I saying that right?
Yes,
yeah.
That's correct.
I totally feel like I'm not a huge fan of Kane and his character right now either. I agree with that, but I feel like they're pushing Kane and Juliet together. Do you feel that too? Do you sense that?
I do, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a cop-out because Kane and Lily are such a strong couple, and they've always taken these cop-out ways through the years of how to mess with their love. But I just think, there's no point in the whole Juliet thing because she's not an established character. She's more of that guest star for a month.
That's what I think too. I don't see the longevity of her character, and I don't think there's much to her, like personality and everything, but I do feel like they're definitely pushing her and Kane together. And I don't know, and they're making Lily's character very unlikable. very unlikable. My mom.
Oh, she's all.
Right.
In my opinion, she's always been that way. Just because I don't mind your average soap hypocrite, but my God, that girl. I mean, she never got a spanking as a child. Probably she is. Oof,
Right.
I cannot take her.
And yeah, she always, I mean, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, she always has to get into everybody else's business. I just don't understand why they're making Lily so unlikable. I think, Sally's, that's meant to be, come on, make Lily likable, because you're almost like rooting for Kane to kind of cheat on her. No, I mean, maybe not rooting, but you're like, I understand, poor guy.
Well, and, Lily always goes after Hillary. Like, she's done nothing wrong. And, like, Lily hasn't ever dated the wrong people. And I'm like, really, honey? Because you used to date a guy who had a porn addiction, but yet you blaming Hillary, okay?
Yeah, no, definitely. I totally get that. And I'm going to be very curious to see where they go with that storyline with Juliet and Kane. Because I don't think there's, like we were saying, I don't think there's longevity to that. It's not going to last. And I don't know who would put up with Lily other than Kane. I don't see anyone staying with her. Even though she went off with the photographer, she went off on him. It's like, what do you want, Lily? Do you want your Devon to be with Hillary, or do you want Devon to be with the photographer? Pick, which one?
Mm-hmm. And before I get off of here, I've got to ask you this question. Do you think maybe it's time to write Daniel Goddard out of the show, since we've gotten to this point where it's just, cop-out stories to break him and Lily up?
I'm half and half. I know Daniel as a person. I know Daniel and Christoph. Those are the two people I know from the show, so I feel bad saying, write Daniel off. But they really, even Lily, Crystal, who plays Lily, I mean, those two characters, they're like really pushing it. It's really not, no storyline. I mean, come on, she is the face of brash and sassy, and we're still like, not so much. She has everything, and they're really, really, you can tell the writers are having a hard time. So maybe it is time for those characters to maybe take a hiatus.
Well, and, 5 years ago, they almost did write Daniel out of the show, when he was shot on the church steps, it turned out to be his evil twin.
Yes. So, I mean, something like that may, like taking a little bit of a hiatus and then bringing him back in a big way might be the solution, but they have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I'm going to get off of
yes,
here.
thank you so much for calling in. You're amazing. Yeah, because everyone's like, I want to call. Yes, you're amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with me and watching the show.
Have a good night, Abby.
You too, babe. Bye.
All right, bye.
That was so much fun. See, this is great. So yeah, Candace was saying that she wanted to call in. So Candace, this is your time to call in. And just let me know when Candace is on the line. Oh yes, awesome. Okay, this is just like roulette. We don't know if it's going to be. Maybe not. Is this Candace?
It's Candace.
Oh,
it is.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
This is so much fun. I love this. I'm going to do this all the time.
I know. I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, okay, like, this is a subject I know about. And I'm like, okay, I can share it with the world.
Yes. This is your time to share it with the world. And I really do believe whoever at Young and the Restless, well, first of all, I'm friends with Christoph, who plays Neil Winters. They do listen, though. The writers actually, I think they watch this and they listen, because sometimes it's like very eerie about how the things that we say on the show actually come to fruition. So your voice is definitely heard.
Exactly. We need to step it up and let everybody know that this show needs to continue to be number one.
Yes.
I mean, it is number one for a reason. It is. But, yeah.
They do have to step it up. Like we were just talking about, like, with Kane and Lily, it's like, oh, my God. It's
my God.
It's just dying. Yeah.
I mean, I have to take an aspirin. Because, no, to me, it's like, I know a lot of people are kind of tired of the fact that here we go with more ink for Kane and Lily, and that they're writing Kane a certain type of way. My feeling is this: I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Because I know that, with the whole, like you said, something's up with Juliet and Kane. Personally, based off of the promo, I don't think Kane did anything.
Oh, really? Wow, I like to hear this perspective.
Because the thing is that Kane he has cheated so many times. You know, the last time was, quote unquote, when Michael was pushing Lauren to be with Kane, or, you know, that whole ordeal. We don't even want to talk about that, but still. But the thing is that they can't continue to have Kane step out on Lily. And vice versa. I know a lot of people are kind of seeing a pattern with Lily, you know, maybe they're trying to hook her up with, you know, the new photographer. But I don't see them doing that to this couple. They work too hard to be together. And I just don't see it. I just see there's a setup somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like I can see what you're saying there, that they're just doing it for filler stuff, just to kind of make it like, will they cheat? But like I said, they need something more solid than that. Like, you know, maybe they should take a little bit of a hiatus, Kane and Lily, from the show, and then really bring their characters back when they really have a strong storyline for them, because they're giving Lily she's the face of Brash and Sassy, and it's still not enough. But Kane and Lily, let's move on in this. We're like, Kane and Lily, but we keep talking about him. I want to talk about Scott. He's definitely hiding something. And Lauren, like, I mean, I understand as a mother's, I mean, I'm not a mother, but I can understand her as a mother, like, being panicked, but she's getting too much. It's like, you're going to scare this kid away. But don't you feel like he's maybe hiding something? What do you think?
I think he is hiding a secret, because when he told Kevin, when Kevin said, come on, let's go, Scotty is kind of like, no, you go, I'm going to stay. So it's kind of like he's afraid to confront something. Like, there's a secret. There's something going on. I agree.
There is definitely,
And Lauren, she's being too pushy. Like, you know, like we're both not mothers, but I work with children. So I know when you have that, okay, shield up, I have to protect my child. Because of the history with Scotty, I mean, he was kidnapped when he was a baby. You know, we didn't see him for quite a long time. Now it's kind of like Lauren is trying to really protect him, and it could be a big secret.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a really, really big secret. But I just, you know, he went to see Victor, and then he was like, you know, we can't pay you the money back. But, you know, I have another favor I want to ask of you. You know, my driver. You need to find where my driver is. Like, there's something with the driver. It's like, why? You know, I understand maybe he's a kind person and he wants to help this guy that helped him. But there's something going on, because there's too many like long stares and him like, you know, pushing Lauren away and then wanting to stay and then leaving. It's like, there's something going on.
It's too much. It's too much. And I hope they don't drag it out so long that we fans get tired of it. Because you have a new character, even though it's a new actor playing a character that the fans are familiar with, they don't want to just, you know, leave this hanging over our heads. Like, okay, what's the secret? What is this about? You know, what does the driver have to do with anything? I mean,
yeah, that's definitely like something that they can't hold on to. Like, they're obviously probably going to do with who Christian's real father is. They're probably going to drag that out. This is something that they need to reveal right away. It's like,
yeah, they should
just tell us.
Because it's too many things that's going on that show that needs to start coming out. I mean, obviously, you know, the whole Chelsea knowing about the baby. And being with Nick, that has to come out. The truth about Christian, about that child, needs to come out. The paternity.
Absolutely. And I can see where Victor's coming from when he went to see Chelsea and he was like, no good is going to come from this, you know, because Adam is dead. It's like, you know, what's the point in crushing Nick's dreams and hopes like this? I understand where he's coming from. But it's like, it also is something that maybe he should know. I don't know. And that Chelsea's already feeling guilty. And it's like, they're 2 minutes into their relationship.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I know a lot of fans are against the Chelsea and Nick pairing. And the one thing that I said when I knew that they were going to get together is, it's going to crush Nick when he finds out, or if he finds out, that Chelsea knew about this child, and it's going to crush her that she can't tell him. You know, she's always been on. he's the type of guy that you have to be honest with, because he's, of course, been hurt so many times.
Oh, yeah.
But this is, when Victor said, you have to take this to the grave, I'm like,
yeah.
Like, this is a bad way to start a relationship.
Yeah, I know, right? And she seems like, yeah, she really cares for Nick, so she's gonna have a hard time. She's already having a hard time. The relationship hasn't even really started, and she's already like being like, oh, I need to tell him. Yeah, the reveal is definitely going to happen. I'm not sure when, but they're probably gonna, pull that along. But hopefully, like we were saying, they're gonna get this storyline going with Scott, because that's getting really old with Lauren panicking and him acting like, aloof and just like, oh, I'm distraught. Oh, it's like, come on, what's going on with the driver?
Yeah.
And also like Victor, I don't know if he has his intentions are, pure with helping. There's always something with Victor. You always know something's like his real motive,
He's the master of all secrets, because he knows too many secrets in that town. It's like, Victor knows. Oh, okay, Victor knows. All right. Victor knows.
Right? He's the person you go to whenever, like, who are you going to call? Victor Newman.
Victor Newman.
I don't know. It was funny because my mom was like, don't bust into song at all. That's what she told me. I was like, okay.
Look, anybody who knows me knows I will bust into a song.
Thank you. That's why
you're Sunday, even if it's a soap opera song, I'll be like, at work humming the Young The Restlesss theme song. Like,
yeah, you're my type of people. Yes, I love it. I always bust in. I make my own song. I just got a lot going on.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Candace, you're so amazing. So thank you so much for calling in. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get more people calling in and to go over the storyline. But you're awesome.
You're awesome too, and thank you again so much. And shout out to the whole crew in the chat room too. So.
You're amazing, Candace. Yeah, we'll definitely do this more often because you're the best co-host.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to Candace Mack. Thank you so much for calling in, babe.
No problem.
See you in the chat. Guys, the phone lines are open, so definitely call in. I think someone's calling in right now. I'm not sure. I know Jacob wants to call in. Aaron, we got a caller.
Hey, Abby, this is Jacob. How are you?
Jacob! I was just saying that. I was like, Jacob needs to call in.
Yes, I finally got through because I've been busy for a while, and I finally got through, but...
How are you?
I was thinking about the Hillary and Devon situation. I hope Devon has a good warrior, because Hillary's going to try to take him to the Queeners, but he needs to warrior up and, like, not let her have anything. I don't know why. I want to see her pay for all the stuff she's done, but we'll see what happens.
No, I totally agree. There's some, like, Hillary wants more than she's leading on to Devon. She's saying, oh, I don't want anything. She wants it all. Trust me, or she would have signed those papers, But
Yes,
do you think that they're going to get a divorce, or that they're going to get back together? What do you think about that? Because that was going to be my next storyline. Let's talk about Hillary and Devon. How did you know that, by the way?
I'm sorry. I'm hoping they get a divorce, because I think Devon needs to be paired up with somebody different. I don't know who yet, but I think he needs to be paired up with somebody.
Devon needs a nice woman, and Hillary is not it at all. And I totally agree. I want them to split up. I want Devon to move on and be with someone that actually cares about him. And I want Hillary, let Hillary end up with the photographer. And I don't know what Lily's trying to get involved with that for. It's like, do you want her to be with the photographer or your brother? Like, what do you want, Lily?
Lily's just complaining about everything. She used to be a good character, but now she just seems like she's turning into like an old nag or something. She's really just bugging me. I don't know why. I thought they would write her better, but they need to step up on that part.
I totally agree. Lily and Kane, they need to, like, their storyline is just going nowhere. It's going in circles. And they've kind of given Lily's character everything. And she just seems like a spoiled brat. She seems like, oh my God, I'm the face of Brasha Sassy. I'm this, I'm that. I have the great husband. Oh my God. But I'm complaining about everything, you know? Even when Hillary moves on and she's on a date with this photographer guy, I feel bad. Does this guy have a name? I keep calling him the photographer.
I know. It's like the
If he had-
photographer guy.
photographer guy.
And the thing about that is, I don't see why Devon is getting all upset about that. He already told the guy that he could go out with Hillary, but then he's like, oh, she can't be going out with him. I'm like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, that's where Devon's a little bit like Hillary. It's like you can't have it both ways. It's like you either want Hillary, and that's what Hillary was saying, which I agree with her on that, is that, you know, are we going to get back together or are we going to go our separate ways? What's it going to be? And they ended up having that hot and heavy, you know, sex session.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he ended up signing the divorce papers, which I thought was like really weird, but I'm like, please tell me that they're really breaking up. Please tell me they're getting a divorce, because I have a feeling it's just like, you know, oh, I'm going to sign the divorce papers, but I really want you. Oh, no, but stay away. Oh, but I really want you. It's like, no. Bye, Hillary.
I know. I hope they don't drag it out like they have on some other things. And the thing with Chelsea telling Nick about the baby, I think they're going to try to bring Adam back. But I think they're going to bring back an old actor, because they've been saying that for a while on the blog site and stuff, that they may have like an old actor coming back.
Adam, you mean?
Yeah, for Adam, because why would they bring up the thing about the baby all of a sudden if they weren't going to bring back the character of Adam? I think they're going to try to bring back the old actor. I got fired originally like a while back, but I'm not too sure on that. But the whole Gloria and Jack thing, that's just disgusting. I don't know why. It just like it grosses me out. It's like Jack and Gloria. It's just nasty, because Gloria is like 85, and I know Jack is pretty old, but it's just kind of icky.
Yeah, I don't know about Gloria and Jack at all. I hope they don't go there. But we shall see. Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, Jack needs a really good love interest, if it's not Phyllis, and definitely Devon needs a great love interest. But thank you so much for calling in, Jacob, though. You're
thanks
super
so much. You're doing a great job. Keep
Aw,
up the
thank
great work.
you. Thank you so much.
And one more thing, and I said this in the chat, I think you should go on Y&R when they do the underground open
And sing,
mic
right?
night. You should just go on there.
I
If you
know.
can-
I'm
if
gonna
you
tell
can work
Christoph.
it-
Tell
work
Chris.
it
Let's
in
all
somehow.
write to Christoph St. John, because I know him. He plays No Winter, so let's be like, Christoph, make it happen. You have
You
seniority.
can do that, but keep up the great work. I'll let somebody else call in.
Aw, thank you, Jacob. You're amazing.
Have a great night.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my God, so much fun. Do we have another caller? Oh, I love this. I love this.
Oh.
Hello?
Hi, Abby.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Alan McLaren. I'm calling from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Oh,
I guess the delay was on, so I just turned off the sound on my portable computer. I guess I'm watching you, but I guess you're still talking to the other guy. So.
oh no, yeah, there's a bit of a delay. So
Right.
yeah, maybe it might seem weird watching because there's a little bit of a delay.
Right.
But hi, Alan. Thank you so much for calling in.
Right. Thank you. I've been watching the show for a while since you kind of took over from the other girl. Really think that you're doing a great job. It was cool having your mom on the other day.
Aw, thank you so much. I keep telling my mom, like, people loved you on the no. I'm like, yes, because she's a true super fan. Like, I mean, I've had other guests on and they've watched maybe like a couple episodes or like a week, but it's like, no, my mom's been watching since like the 80s. She loves the show. I mean, probably longer than that. She loves Y&R, and it really, like, that's why I wanted to have you guys call in tonight, because you guys are the super fans. You're the best co-host that I could have. Because you know what I mean?
Right, I know what you mean. I was going to make just 3 quick points, and then we can just get on to some other callers. I've been watching YNR since I was a kid, I guess 1984. So I've been watching it for a long time. How long have you been watching?
I've been off and on watching. I watched when I was a little girl with my mom, and it was probably like the 90s that I would watch it with my yeah, in the 90s. I don't know. I 90s to early 2000s. I watched it actually, you know, it was like our bonding, watching it together. So I watched it off and on. Like in high school, it was a little bit harder to get me to sit down and watch it with her.
Right, yeah, my grandmother kind of got me into it. So it's kind of the same way. It's always a relative that gets you into the soap.
Yeah, it's amazing. Did you want to talk about a specific storyline? Because I was going to talk about Reed, but let's talk about what you want to talk about. It's about you, Alan.
Okay, all right. I wanted to talk about why the fact that ever since Neil and Paul Williams, when their wives kind of left the show, it's been very hard to get consistent story for them.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. They definitely need a better storyline for Neil. And I know the actor Christoph, and he's been on the show for so long that I know the writers and producers love him and they're loyal to him. So they always keep him on the show, even if he doesn't have a storyline. But he's more than just following Lily around or having lunch with Lily or brunch with Lily. I mean, he's more than that. So I feel like, you know, they definitely, him and Paul, you know, they definitely need to have some sort of storyline, you know? I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm not a writer.
Do you think that maybe they should put Paul back into being like a private eye, or do you think they should just keep him as the police chief? I've actually talked to Doug Davidson twice on a couple of podcasts, and I actually prefer him as the chief of police, but they need to have some sort of mystery like going on. Like maybe they could have somebody from the past come back. Maybe like Michael has maybe a jailbird.
I feel like they exactly
or something like that that comes in and causes problems.
Yeah, they need something really strong to bring him, and like, you know, he's chief of police and he's gonna take care of it. I feel like they should bring Sheila back. She was like one of the best all-time characters ever. Don't you agree? Do you remember Sheila?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, they need to bring crazy Sheila
back.
back. Come on. And that'll give Paul, you know, a run for his money. He's gonna have more than enough storyline for that. I mean, you're so right. Like, you know, they need to find that kind of like crime or mystery, and more than just like who's, you know, Adam's Christian's father. Will he find out? I mean, that's not enough, you know. Or Dylan going away. It's like, you know.
Well, why don't bring back Heather?
Bring back who?
Heather, his daughter.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they could bring her back too. So present that to the viewers. I'll let you go because I can call in another time, but I just kind of wanted just to keep it short and sweet and just keep everything rolling. You're doing a great job.
Aw, thank you so much, Alan. You're amazing.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a good night. Thanks. No, I totally agree with him, and it's really sad that a lot of these characters don't have a stronger storyline. You know, and I keep giving a shout out to Christoph, who plays Neil Winters, because I love him and he's an amazing actor. But there's so many of them, you know. Jack's storyline's kind of okay, but if they're pushing him with Gloria, please don't push him with Gloria. But I wanted to answer Cheyenne because she thinks I don't like Hillary. Cheyenne, first of all, call in and chat with me about it. I like Hillary. I do like the fact that Hillary's flawed, but it's more than her being a flawed character. I get that. I like to say perfect imperfection. I'm perfectly imperfect. But Hillary, it seems like she's malice in some ways, and she's very vindictive, and I don't like that side of her. And I don't think she's right for Devon. I feel like Devon deserves better, but someone's calling, and maybe it's Cheyenne, to tell me, no, Hillary is the best. Hello?
Hi, Abby.
Hi. Is this Cheyenne?
No, this is Casey. I just had to call back in.
Oh, yeah, Casey,
quick.
yes.
Okay, so I was thinking, why don't, because, you know, that guy talked about bringing back another character from Paul's past, so why don't they get a new Latin American actress for a recast for Isabella Brogna?
That could work.
Yeah, and you can do like she has gotten out of the sanitarium and she pretends to be refined, but really she's got this whole plot to try and kill Chris for real this time. And we could do this Christine, Paul, Isabella love triangle. Like he's still got feelings for her because of their son Ricky. And
No, I think that could totally work. I just think they need something. They definitely, I think a love triangle, you're so right. They definitely need some sort of love triangle going on. Everyone's saying Neil and Ashley for a love interest for Neil. But they definitely need some sort of like really crazy scandal or drama going on that will bring Paul's character back in as the chief of police. Because with Dylan, I mean, like that was a little bit of a storyline for Paul, but I feel like that's what makes Y&R so great is the love triangles and having these like crazy dramatic like crime. I don't know how to really phrase it, but you know what I mean?
definitely, yeah.
And then that mystery.
Oh, definitely, because, you know, one of the things soaps do so well is mystery, and you can always stretch those stories out for years.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like a storyline that will like keep on like, you know, unfolding. Like, you know, and it doesn't like, it's still, you know, like characters like Patty and Sheila. It's like they're characters that you can bring back anytime, and they hold that kind of like, you know, like, oh my God, what are they going to do next?
Definitely. Real quick before I go again.
Yeah, of course.
I just
No,
wanna
call
say one
everybody.
more
If you want to call back in, call back in. I mean, you guys are my co-hosts for tonight, so, you know.
I just want to say one more thing. What some of these Y&R fans have to remember is this is the old Y&R, and so sometimes don't think of stories as like slow. Think of them as very layered.
Yeah.
You know, because we're in the old Y&R. We're in the 80s version of the Young and the Restless, where everything was layered. You know, you've got all these layered storylines. Look how long Katherine's alcoholism took. I mean, Gene Cooper was playing an alcoholic in 2009.
Exactly. That's that's very smart of you to say. Yeah. It is the old school Y&R where it's more layered than like, you know, like a quick, like, you know, like we unfortunately live in a world where it is instant gratification, but I know the old school Y&R fans, they know that it's like layered storylines and it slowly unfolds, and that's way more like interesting to watch it unfold than something that's like given off right away. It's like, because then what's next? You know?
Yeah, and, you know, Sally said in her beginning interview that she's getting back to stories with a bigger payoff. So we just have to wait to those bigger payoffs. If it takes 2 months, 6 months, or even the full year, you know, just wait for that huge payoff where you're like, oh my God, what did they just do?
Right? That's the best. What do you think is going to have like a huge payoff? What storyline?
I think the biggest right now is probably going to be Scott.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the Scott, I don't think it's going to happen right away, even though I was talking about wanting it to happen right away, because Lauren's driving me crazy. But I
love Lauren.
I do love Lauren. She's fabulous. But she is like, you know, she's going on crazy mode, and I half understand, but half I'm like, okay, take a chill pill, Lauren. But yeah, no, I definitely think Scott's storyline is going to be big when it actually is revealed what he's hiding, and I think it's going to be more than what everyone thinks.
Well, yeah, and, you know, I really don't mind Tracy Bregman, who plays Lauren. I don't mind her like this because for so long, Tracy Bregman's been pushed to the back burner. You know, the last story we had that was worth watching with her was Carmine, and even then that was a flop.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely glad they're bringing her character back to the forefront, but she's definitely a strong character, so I feel like they should show that a little bit more. But I understand, like I said, I understand. I could only imagine, like, you know, as being a parent, you know, it's like, of course, it's like, you know, you want, even my mom said, she was like, you know, just knowing that you're down the hall and okay, you know, versus in a foreign country and you don't know. I get that, you know, so I just think sometimes as the watcher, you get kind of like, oh, stop it, you know?
Yeah, and, like you said, this was your mom and your, like bonding time together, and that's my mom and I. This is our bonding time together, and, she's watching this Lauren story unfold, and she's like, oh my God, I would feel the same way.
Yeah, that's what my mom was saying too. I love that bonding time, yes. Even though my mom likes to watch it sometimes by herself, she's like, no, I like quiet. This is her time. It's her Zen time.
It's bonded us. I mean, soaps came into my life when I was 3. I would crawl in my bed with my mom, and even though I didn't understand what was going on, it was such a good connection. And, then I picked up YNR 9 years back, and, I'm probably their youngest fan. I'm 17. But I love the show. It's great.
Oh yeah, it really is, because they're really strong, relatable characters, and it's just great acting. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, soap opera acting." No, they're like, they can have you in tears. Mm-hmm. It's very strong.
And the best part about the whole week is coming here on Sunday and catching up with you. I love it.
Aw, thank you so much, babe. I appreciate that.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you so much for calling in again. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. You are
We'll
too.
definitely have you on again soon.
Alrighty, I love it.
Okay, talk to you soon, babe.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, that's so much fun. I love having you guys call in. Like I said, guys, keep calling in because I love chatting with you guys about this storyline. I'm going to talk a little bit about Reed and his performance. First of all, I'm kind of agreeing with Victoria. That little Zoe character, she's being kind of bitchy. I mean, I think she can be a bad influence. I mean, she says that she's watched his video 100 times, and oh my God. But then she's laughing while he's performing. I thought that was really rude. And when did Billy become so mature? It's almost like Billy's the mature one, and he's kind of telling Victoria how to parent and how to raise a teenager. So I thought that was kind of funny how that kind of came full circle. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't really like the fact that Victoria took that phone call with Kane. I know she was anxiously waiting for that phone call, but I thought that was just really the wrong thing to do. Especially when your son is performing. It's like, watch his performance. You can take your phone call later. What do you guys think? Do you think that's like, I thought that was kind of crummy of her to do that. But the chat's all going up. Alan, I like seeing Lauren in front of they're talking about Lauren's storyline. So yeah, no, I definitely think that, that was not really cool of Victoria to do, but hey, and I really do how they're painting. I know you guys aren't the hugest fan of Billy, but I do like that he's really being mature, and I feel like him and Victoria might end up together. Would you guys like that? Because I know you guys are not fans of Nick and Chelsea. But I understand why they have Nick and Chelsea together. But what do you guys think about Billy and Victoria? Because I definitely think that they're going to be an item. Aaron says both Victoria and Zoe were being extra rude, right? It's like Victoria was like saying that Zoe's a bad influence, but then she, right in front of Zoe, like got up and like took a phone call, and it's like everyone's looking at her. Even Reed noticed. I don't know. I just feel like, it's hard to raise a teenager, but like, I know it's hard to raise a teenager. Being a teenager at one point, I know it's hard to raise, but I feel like Victoria really should listen more to Billy, and I don't know, be more of a chill mom. And I want to give a shout out to Keaton Simons. He's a singer-songwriter friend of mine. His song, I don't know if you guys noticed, his songs played in the background of Crimson Lights a couple times this week. So go Keaton. He has great music. He's a really talented guy, and we're talking about me coming and performing out in the underground on open mic night. Well, Keaton should join me because Keaton is one talented guy. And I also want to give a shout out to Sharon, who's been very mature this week. Her scenes with Faith at Crimson Lights were absolutely adorable. My mom wanted to make sure that I said that I pointed out how mature and cool Sharon's being. And I really like this new side to Sharon, because she could totally, manipulate Faith to kind of break up Nick and Chelsea, and she's not. She's being a really good parent. She's being very sweet. So shout out to Sharon for being mature. Aaron's saying Billy needs to stop getting so involved in Victoria's business. Jacob says, I love Billy and Victoria together. Aaron says Billy needs to go be with Phyllis. I agree, Aaron. I feel like I don't understand why Billy and Phyllis aren't together. Isn't that the whole point of Jack and Phyllis breaking up, was for Billy and Phyllis to be together? And it's almost like now Ravi's going to be with Phyllis, or Ravi's going to be with Ashley. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of Ravi this week, though. But once again, guys, Candace, everyone, Jacob, Alan, thank you guys so much for calling. Was it Candy? Yeah, let's take a last call. We don't have to necessarily. We could do the best and worst while we have someone on the phone. Hello?
Can I talk to Abby?
Mom?
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God, it's so exciting. We were not going to take your call, but then I was like, it might be my mom. Well,
I know. I wanted to get in, but is it over yet? Because I had to shut it off to get to my cell phone. I was watching you on my cell phone.
We're wrapping up right now. We're wrapping up in the next couple minutes. So I'm going to do the best and worst because everyone wanted me to bring the segments back. So I'm going to do the segments with my Mama Jude right now. So we're going to do best and worst dressed. And
my best dress this week
okay.
was Sharon and Faith in the coffee shop. Their sweaters were so cute. They just looked adorable behind the counter, didn't they?
They did look adorable, but we have Hillary up here right now because that's who I gave it to. Even though I'm going to do.
I liked her outfit. Hillary always dresses nice.
Yeah, but she looked especially hot. And that's why Devon was like, no, I don't want you going with no photographer because you look amazing. And I like that. It was almost like a snake necklace. But I think she looked hot, and I think that's why it really got to Devon that she was with someone else. Do you know, does the photographer have a name? I keep calling him the photographer or whatever. And then I gave the...
I know. What is the photographer's name?
I don't know. Anyone in the chat?
I know what it is, but I can't think of it.
And then, what was I going to say? The worst dress goes to Mariah. I don't even know what she's wearing right there, but she was...
Come on. You know what? She's not a clothes horse. She's not a fashionista, so you really can't put her on the worst.
Yes, I'm going to put her in the... Hey, I'll take the co-host position. When you're a co-host on a show, you dress like you mean it. Dress like you mean it. Now I'm singing with you on the phone when you told me not to sing. I don't know if you're going to be... See, Aaron agrees with me. His name's Jordan. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron's been telling me his name is Jordan, and I've been not listening. Sorry, Aaron.
I heard you throw shade at me, too. My mom told me not to sing.
That was the shadiest moment when Abby said, well, you did tell me not to sing. I'm going to... Yeah, in the best and worst overall, I would give the best to Victor. We both agreed on that. Me and my mom agreed on Victor because he brought Scott home, right?
Yes. And the worst, once again, is Lily for having to, go out and get in Hillary's face again.
Absolutely.
Lily doesn't know when to stop.
Lily likes to tell everyone what everyone needs to do, and
exactly.
She's really driving everyone crazy. I mean, everyone everyone that called in tonight. No, stop, Lily. Stop while you're ahead.
I know.
Well, I love you, Mom.
All right, sweet pea.
I love you. Mean it.
Girl.
Thank you. We're gonna have to get you back in the studio soon.
Love you, mean it.
Love you,
mean it.
mean
I'm gonna
it.
break out my song now.
I miss you, dig you, love you, mean it. Bye.
Why?
I love you, Mom. Thanks for calling in. Is she gone? Mom, are you gone? Okay, I'm like, Mom, are you gone? So yeah, let's do our news and gossip, and we can play a little bit of Erica Jane's Expensive. So Erica Girardi, aka Erica Jane, is going to be coming back to Genoa City and reprising her role as the realtor Farrah DeBose. And I think, just saying, Jack and Farrah love connection possibly happening. I love Erica Girardi, Erica Jane. I want to have her on the show. Erica, I'm going to talk to you. Please come on the Restless Wrap Up. I love you. I love your music. I'm so happy. I've been like telling everyone, please get her back on YNR because you're not only beautiful, gorgeous, a great actress, but you're a great singer. And it is expensive to be you. Absolutely. This is her song, Expensive. If you guys don't already have this song, go get it on iTunes. Expensive by Erica Jane. That's just who I be. It's expensive to be me. Yeah, 2 X's. Yeah, make sure it's spelled with 2 X's, not 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Restless Wrap Up. Thank you to everyone that called in and were my co-hosts for the evening. You guys were amazing, and I'm definitely going to be doing this more often. Make sure to be following me on social media and follow the Restless Wrap Up on Facebook. It's expensive to be. Love you guys. Pray. A bitch, what? That's just who I be. I'm gonna sing my own song.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
GC Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.